There we go. Very good win for Chelsea. Puts them 2 points behind Leicester City, which I'm looking at the table right now. Played the same amount of games, puts us 6 points ahead of West Ham, even though they have a game in hand, and 7 points front at Liverpool, who have Manchester United tomorrow, in which Manchester City could win the league tomorrow, which let's not talk about that right now. But Chelsea 2, Fulham 0 at Stamford Bridge. Very good attacking fluidity. I've seen a lot of people saying we need more fluidity in the attack, more unpredictability, and today was the definition of that. And I think the fluidity always comes when Kai Havertz plays in the attack, like down the centre. The first goal came actually within, I think, 11 minutes, maybe it's 10 and a half, through Kai Havertz. It was a good long ball over the top from Thiago Silva, which was a recurring theme throughout this game. Long balls, which isn't a normal Chelsea thing. But Thiago Silva played a delicious long ball over to Mason Mount. He had an even more delicious touch. Brought it down, looking at the ball, it plays to his right, left, in front of him. But he was able to control it with beauty. And then the weight of the pass into Kai Havertz just through the gap. Slotted it through, and Kai Havertz was 1-on-1 with against Arriola, who tried to go through his legs, and it kind of bounced underneath his legs, but it went in ultimately, and Chelsea were 1-0 up within 11 minutes. And although Fulham did have quite a few chances to maybe forge an attack or get an equaliser, or even to put themselves in the driving seat of the game, they didn't end up doing it. I thought Edouard Mendy was very good today, one of Chelsea's best players, and he did almost get a head injury towards the end, but I think he was okay. And it was a good all-round performance. The second goal, also from Kai Havertz. The Germans were linking up. The Germans are finally firing in the Premier League. Kai Havertz, Timo Werner, £130 million worth of talent there. Both come from the Bundesliga. Both top-class talents in the Bundesliga. Came to the Premier League, came to Chelsea, came to Stamford Bridge. They still need to prove people wrong, I think. I think Timo Werner, the commentators were saying, or the pundits were saying before the game and at half-time, next season, Timo Werner will get a lot of goals. He's just getting used to the Premier League this season, and he's still got quite a few this season. 22 goals, 23 goals maybe even, goals and assists this season in all competitions, which is very impressive. So, the second goal, let me describe the second goal. Timo Werner, I can't remember how he actually got the ball, but I think Kai Havertz played it to Chilwell, played it to Havertz, who brought it down, went inside to Werner. He carried on his run, bending around the 18-yard box, the box, and then Timo Werner waited and delayed the pass to Havertz until it was the perfect right time, and it was a lovely pass again, and Kai Havertz was 1-on-1 yet again against Arriola and came back on top, and it was 2-0 to the Chelsea, and it ended like that. The formation we went out with a 3-4-2-1 again, but you could just say the shape is a 3-4-2-1 for every game under Thomas Tuchel. But certain positions, just here and there, they sometimes differ. Mason Mount and Billy Gilmour made the midfield today, which is a new midfield that we've not seen ever, I don't think, in a pivot of Billy Gilmour and Mason Mount. Maybe we did against Morecambe or Luton or Barnsley. I can't remember which one was which. Sorry if I get in those three confused. But yeah, it was a good midfield. I liked it. Although Billy Gilmour did kind of seem a little bit out of his depth towards the end. So in goal, we had Edouard Mendy, like I said, decent in there over Kepa. I think he is Chelsea's first choice keeper. No Azpilicueta today. Christensen remained at right centre back. He was there midweek, I think, against Real Madrid, and also at West Ham, and also the game before that, which was, I can't remember. Why can't I remember? In midfield, it was Thiago Silva, who had a good game again, commanding from in the middle. I think he's probably one of the Premier League's best defenders, but people just don't see it like us Chelsea fans see it. I just realised I've got a shirt in the bag in my background. Sorry about that. And then Kurt Zouma returned back to the left centre-back role, filling in for Antonio Rudiger, who was on the sidelines injured, but he should be back for the Real Madrid clash. Ben Chilwell left wing back, Reece James right wing back, and in the midfield was, like I said, Billy Gilmour and Mason Mount. Mason Mount in the 6. I don't know if I prefer him I definitely prefer him going forwards, but he's so versatile, he's so good that he can go anywhere on the pitch. Probably not in goal though. And the front three is made up of Hakim Ziyech, Timo Werner, and Kai Havertz. I can't explain Kai Havertz. He doesn't come in like a false nine does. It's not like what De Bruyne does, who sits very deep. He's just playing as a striker. I don't understand why people calling it a false nine, because he's literally just playing as a striker. He's just playing as a striker. That's a fact. Timo Werner kind of to the left, but also as high as Havertz, I'd say, and Ziyech kind of dropping into the middle, the centre of those two, almost playing as a central number 10, with Timo pushing forwards, cutting in from the left, and Kai, like I said, as a striker alongside Timo. But you could, whichever way you interpret it as, maybe Ziyech and Werner supporting Havertz, or just Ziyech alone supporting Havertz and Werner. I think the picture, the graphic is a little bit different to what I interpreted it as, but it's all pretty similar. So going into my match ratings. In goal, Edouard Mendy, one of his better performances for Chelsea, I think. He made a good few shots, made a good few saves. Don't know why I didn't say saves. Made a good few saves. I'd give him probably a 7.5. Kept us in the game a couple of times. We definitely could have conceded when it took a mean deflection, but he shifted the weight all the way back onto his left side, to his left, even though he's on his right foot, because the mean deflection took it the other direction. But it was a good save, and Chilwell was able to clean up. So a 7.5, or maybe even an 8 for Edouard Mendy. A clean sheet again. He must be used to these clean sheets now. He's probably bored of them. Actually, don't concede any own goals, Edouard, just to see what it's like to not keep a clean sheet. Andreas Christensen, I'll probably give a 7, giving a 7.5 to Thiago Silva and a 7 to Kurt Zouma. I think the only reason I'd give the left centre-back and the right centre-backs lower ratings than Thiago Silva is just because Thiago Silva's more involved and he's the captain. And Azpilicueta was absent today. I think he was on a bench. Not too sure why. I'm guessing we're rotating the squad for the big Real Madrid clash midweek on Wednesday. So set your reminders. It's going to be another big game. Ben Chilwell, probably a 7. Reece James, probably a 7 as well. The wing-backs didn't get too involved in the attack today. Reece James had to make a good few clearances at the back stick, with Ademola Lookman running in behind from the crosses that were being whipped in quite often, actually. But they didn't get too heavily invested in the attack. But it doesn't matter as long as the front three are firing, and the Germans were finally firing. And then Billy Gilmour, I'd probably give a 7.25. He didn't really do much exceptional, but he didn't make any mistakes. I don't know if I would have preferred Jorginho in there if it was not for rotation reasons. I probably would, actually, because Billy Gilmour didn't make too many forward passes. He was just going backwards, but he made a good few. He's very agile, Billy Gilmour, and I do like him. And apparently I look a lot like him, which, to be fair, I do. And then for Mason Mount, I'd probably give him an 8 point... Probably just an 8. Yeah, an 8. I'd probably give Mason Mount an 8. Or maybe shift everyone up by 0.5. Mason Mount at 8.5. Billy Gilmour, 7.75. No, that's a bit... Nah, I'll probably give Mason Mount an 8. Hakim Ziyech a 7. I don't think he really got as much involved in the game as he would have liked. Timo Werner, I'd probably give a 7.9. Don't think he was as good as Mount, although he did have a good few opportunities going forwards. Putting it back for Hakim Ziyech, who missed an open goal. Well, he didn't miss. It was at Areola. He anticipated that Werner was going to put it back to Ziyech, who would shoot. But if Werner missed that, or if Areola made that save against Werner, people would be going mental. Because it's Ziyech, they're not. And then Kai Havertz, I'd probably give my man of the match to an 8.5. Very good performance. Another double from him. He got a double against Everton when we won 2-0. Double today. I don't know if it really will be involved in the Real Madrid game midweek, because I think Timo Werner will probably stay in that central role. But he was yet again proving to Thomas Tuchel why he could be in the team going forwards and why he cost £80 million. Chelsea's next match is up against Real Madrid, like I said, on Wednesday. Match preview, maybe a match review coming after as well, if I can be bothered. And as long as we win, if we lose, then I'm not doing it. I'll be distraught. I will not be in a good mood to make a video. That's what happened for the West Brom game. I tried recording and I was so annoyed that I just gave up halfway through recording. But that's what you want to see, isn't it? Passion, aggression. There's no passion, there's no aggression, there's no... I don't know the rest of it. You know who I'm talking about though, don't you? Anyway, that is all for today. Thank you very much for watching. Like the video if you enjoyed it. Like the video if you enjoyed Chelsea's performance. Subscribe if you're a Chelsea fan and you think we'll finish in the top 4. Just so I know who thinks that. And also, can we get to 6.3 thousand subscribers? That is mental. That is gobsmacking. That is crazy. 6.3 thousand. I've got to thank every single one of you. I think we're on like 6,292 or something before recording this. That's crazy. Crazy, dude. That's red, man. As a Christian Pulisic, dude, that's red, man. That's so red, dude. Cheers for watching, man. Peace out, dude.